Once you are logged into your LanSchool account, you should have a block for each of your classes. So I'm going to click on my media literacy class. Once you're logged in and you're seeing them, you would click Start Class. If they say offline, you may have to have the students shut down their computer and restart, but there is a slight delay, about 5 to 10 seconds, before it pops up. And now I can see what both of my students are on currently. So there's a few options that you have. If you click on the three dots menu beside a student's name, you can rearrange their tiles if you want to. You can also turn on Limit Web. What this does is it turns all of the websites on their computers to a blank screen, and you can see that it's starting to turn, or it turned this one screen to a blank screen, but this student's continuing to work. I'm going to turn that off. Once you've turned that off on the student's end, they will have to click the link on their computer to reactivate that website. So once they've clicked the link, it should take them back to where they were, or they may have to, if it was a Google Doc, they may have to go back to that Google Doc. You can also do turn on blank screen. So on the student's end, it will have a decorative screen as their background, and then you can turn that back on for them. You can also push a website. Let's say I wanted them to go to Destiny. I would type in that website and push that out, and it's going to change their computer to Destiny. And again, there is a slight delay, so it may take just a moment, but you can see that that just changed over. I can also choose desktop view. So right now, all I can do is see the websites that the students are on. If I want to see their desktop, another app that they're working on, I could click desktop view, and it would ask the student if they would like to share their desktop. So they can turn that down. There's not usually a lot of need for that, but that option is there if you need it. I can also view student details. I can view messages, so I can actually message my students. So if I had something I needed to tell them, maybe the student was off task and I wanted to send a message, or maybe I see that they found a really great website and I say, hey, great job finding this website with your research. Whatever it is, I can send messages back and forth to them. And then I could exclude them. So let's say I have a student that's doing a different assignment than everyone else, and I don't want to include them in blanking out their screen because they're working. I could exclude this student. And then up at the top, I have my whole class controls. So then when I blank student screens, it wouldn't blank that screen of the student that I excluded. But notice down here at the bottom, I can go back and include all and add that student back in. So that's your individual controls. And then up here at the top, you have your class controls. So the same things, I can push a website, I can turn screens blank, I can limit student websites, I can actually screenshot all of the students' images. So if they have something that I need to capture, I can click that screenshot and it will download a file with all of their screenshots. I can also share my screen with students. So I could click this share screen. It says, are you ready to share your screen with the entire class? I can click share. And so when you click share screen, you will have to choose which screen you want to share, and then share that, and you can see down in the corner what the students are able to see, and they should be able to see right now. They're looking at my LanSchool screen, but I can pull up something like Clever and show them Clever on my screen and share whatever it is that I'm working on with them there. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. There's also a few other ways you can customize. You can change your class view if there's different ways you want to look at it. You can also change the tile slide. So if you want them smaller so you could see more students at once, you could do that. You can also sort the students alphabetically or reverse alphabetical. There's also a few options under settings here where you can just change some different details of your class. So you can select a class banner, and that's just on those blocks where you have all of your classes listed on that first screen. You could choose a different background if you want to. You can set to automatically dismiss this class. So this is my 4th block class. So if I want to automatically dismiss them at a certain time each day, I could set that, or I could just set a time limit if I wanted to automatically dismiss them. Also on the screen, I can go down here, my class settings, and blank screen. So when I blank the student's screen, this is what they will see right now. I can change that to a different design, or I can do a custom design. I can upload something, and I can also type a message to them when and I want to blank that screen. So maybe you're taking a 5-minute brain break. You could type that in, let's take a break now. Take this time to stand up and stretch, or whatever it is that you want to add in there. And then when you are done with the class, you're just going to exit the class and it will take you back to your home screen and close that class out for the day. On the student screen, if they have LanSchool open, they'll get a message saying that they are no longer in that class.